Jack's brother Declan maybe has the most thin backstory. No wonder that he left the show after 2 seasons. His storyline really reached a dead end. Quite literally, with him being the ultimate collateral damage. The only thing we know about him that he and his brother lost their mother when he was a little child.
So what happened to your mom?
She left when I was like 2. I don't even remember. Jack does, but he doesn't talk about it.
So the Porter boys were brought up by his father. They had never much money and were living above the bar their father owned. He is very close with his brother. He seems to be more like a father figure, since their real father has issues with alcohol and dies very early at the beginning of the show.
Dad? Luke. No, Dad.
Like his backstory, Declan's character traits are very basic. He starts as the typical poor teenager interested in girls and money. Obviously he is more ambitious than his brother Jack. He seems perfectly okay with the life they're living and wants to change nothing. While Declan often fights with their dad and Jack how crappy their life is.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, they'll get girls and they'll get cars, they'll get more money than they can spend. You know what I'm gonna get? Crap. Because I'm a loser, Dad. Just like you.
Declan has much issues with feeling inferior to the rich people from the Hamptons.
You know I can't compete with all this, right? Your life. I have no money. I mean, at one point, Jack was gonna sell the bar and then I would have gotten a piece, but that didn't happen. Because like I said before, I can't compete.
Unlike his brother Jack, who seems fine with working hard and having not a big fortune ahead, Declan wants to reach more in his life. Maybe he is just like any small town boy, but his aspirations seem to go beyond getting the rich girl Charlotte.
Well, maybe go to college. You deserve a guy like that.
You don't have to do this just for me.
Oh, I'm not. Do it for us.
'Cause in season 2 he is not only stealing to impress her with the money. He just wants what he deserves in his opinion. A good life like his fellow students at prep school. In season 1 Declan has much more conflicts and fleshed out storylines than in season 2. Like almost any minor character, his storyline degenerates in this season. Until he is only Jack's brother and Charlotte's boyfriend. At first we have this conflict with his father and the burden might being responsible for his heart attack and death. Afterwards the conflict with Jack caused Declan wants to take their inheritance to finally flee Montauk and make something out of himself. While Jack wants to stay and use the money to save the bar who meant everything to his father. Getting closer to Charlotte and the Graysons, Declan becomes part of their problems. Because she cannot control Daniel's relationship to Emily. Victoria is trying at least to make Declan break up with Charlotte.
Whoa, Mrs. Grayson, what are you doing here?
What's your number? How much will it cost to get you to stop seeing my daughter? Everybody's got a price. What's yours?
I care about your daughter a lot more than I care about your money.
But he proves that he cannot be bribed and is as loyal as his brother.
Here's your mom's check.
Keep it. Think of it as my mother's investment in your future.
It's not my style.
As Charlotte's boyfriend, he gets an invite to Emily's and Daniel's engagement party and gets sucked into the crazy scandal around Daniel's murder trial.
Yo, 8 Mile, private party here!
That creep better not be taking pictures.
Hey! You got a problem?
Get away from my son! Daniel!
It's Tyler.
His dilemma, staying loyal to his girlfriend or his brother, was the most intriguing storyline he got. It shows how strong the bond between the brothers had become after their father's death. And that Declan, when he has to choose between loyalty and saving his family on the one hand or being honest, he chooses what is best for his family.
No, she wants me to tell the truth on the stand tomorrow, same as Jack. And I tell them that I saw Jack standing over Tyler's body. Man, I don't know where that's gonna lead. I've lost my mom and my dad. I cannot lose my brother too. But if I lie, Charlotte might lose hers. And either way, I might never get Charlotte back.
Even if it means giving up Charlotte, who has been most precious to him.
How can you even ask that like everything's fine? Like you didn't just screw me over? According to Declan Porter, precocious young Charlotte Grayson was under the influence of a mind-erasing cocktail of prescription pain pills and champagne the night of the murder.
Charlotte.
Porter insists there was no hooded man on the beach, and that the younger Grayson simply invented the theory when she realized her brother might be implicated. You totally lied. You're just another puppet in the Grayson family play, and it's time for your exit.
The plot around the Ryan brothers and the trap Kenny Ryan designed for Declan was just not entertaining, and I hate the stereotyped story arch that the kids have to save the adults because they do not get what is going on.
We found narcotics and a handgun hidden in the bilge.
Oh my God. My brother gives you a pass. This is how you repay him? The kid broke into my brother's house a couple months back. We never said anything because Kenny figured he learned his lesson. Obviously, he got it wrong.
What I enjoyed nonetheless was Charlotte and Declan looking after his little nephew as foreshadowing of Charlotte's pregnancy. I really wished they had gone for it instead of literally killing this story arc. I know 2 babies would have been challenging for a crazy show like Revenge. But it would not have been impossible. And it would have given Charlotte and Declan the perfect leverage or the Graysons to accept their relationship and help him out with money. Conrad and Victoria surely would have financed a flat for the teenage parents and a nanny for the time they are on school. This could have had the potential to strengthen their relationship or be the reason for great conflicts between the young parents and their adult legal guardians. But I guess Paolo, who portrayed Declan, saw not that much potential in his character anymore. So he left the show. And I must admit, besides his brother Jack and girlfriend Charlotte, he had not that much interaction with the other characters. In season 1, Nolan was some kind of mentor to him. When he helped Declan to compete with Charlotte's douchebag boyfriend.
Violence is only one way to take someone down.
What's the guy's name who trashed your face?
Adam Connor?
Adam, these are the sacrifices you make when you're trying to win someone back.
I just accessed his webcam, and now you're free to record his most intimate moments and use them as you will.
And after Charlotte and him broke up as he had no money for the highly priced private school he got in with the Graysons' connections, Nolan helped him and Jack out by paying his school debt.
Still deserves an overpriced education like everyone else, no? I need you to cut a check to Colin's prep.
When Jack was away chasing after Fauxmanda, Nolan was the one who helped Declan decide what he should do when he has to testify against his former girlfriend and her brother Daniel.
Maybe Daniel's guilty. The Graysons are ruthless. They would not hesitate to have Jack take the fall for all this. So my advice, don't make it any easier for them.
Yet their relationship vanished after season 1 and Declan got only involved in the bad Ryan brother plot and in Jack's and Fauxmanda's relationship issues.
Looks like you threw yourself one hell of a pity party last night.
Watch it.
I am. Watch it. I don't like what I see. You know, ever since Amanda came back, you have been pushing further and further away.
He had no scenes with Emily or the Graysons when Charlotte was not around. And besides his problems getting more money other than stealing, Declan had no blot of himself. The relationship with his older brother Jack Porter is the only constant in his story arc. In the pilot we see that they are very close and Jack can easily read his body language.
Don't think I didn't see you eyeballing that case of beer, Dad.
Oh, Dad owns a bar, dumbass. You can get as much beer as I want.
All right, well, in that case, I'll just have to make sure Dad double-checks the inventory while I'm gone.
Uh-huh. Yeah, why don't you tell me another 100 times, huh?
The first test for their relationship is their father's death when Jack becomes the legal guardian for his underaged brother. They constantly fight about how they will lead their life after their father's death, while Jack wants that everything stays the same. Declan wants to change his life and start new with the money they could get for selling the bar. In season 1 and 2, Jack has his hands full with looking after Declan, who gets in trouble because he likes to easily earn money instead of working for it. So he can invite Charlotte in a fancy restaurant he steals lobsters.
We got a problem?
Problem is, little Tom's thumb pulled our bugs and sold them off. That's our money in his pocket.
How could you be so stupid? You don't mess with guys like that.
Look, Jack, I need the money. And you said it yourself, Charlotte's used to a certain type of lifestyle.
I just said that so you think twice about getting serious with her, not so you to roll a lobster boat.
And later he breaks into a house because his fellow student wants to give him half of the money they get for the stolen goods. But mostly they fight about Fauxmanda and the changes her pregnancy means for them. Declan feels more and more like the fifth wheel. Especially after he has to move out and sleep on Jack's boat. So they have more space for baby Carl. After his brother, his girlfriend Charlotte is the most important reference figure in Declan's life. He does everything to get her attention, and they obviously mirrored his flirt attempts with Jack's pursuit of Emily.
You know what, at least I'm trying to do something about it, okay? Not like you. I mean Emily. You're crazy about her, you do nothing about it. How you gonna live with yourself knowing you barely even trying?
Call your girlfriend. You're going to that party tonight, and so am I.
Nolan helps both Porter boys to get closer to their dream girl.
That you can turn this fortuitous power shift to your advantage, and Emily will be yours.
And guys like us want girls like that, we gotta fight a little bit harder.
Their relationship is astonishingly stable if you think about the crazy stuff that happens around them. In season 1 they had their big breakup because Daniel's trial and Declan's testimony.
Was there someone else on that beach?
No.
But when they got back together in season 2, they had pretty much zero problems. The only thing that tested their relationship was Victoria's attempts to get either Declan or Charlotte to end the relationship. But even bribing Declan did not work because he and Charlotte had a plan what to do if Victoria tried this see-through trick.
How much was I worth to her?
Well, I asked for 100 grand. She countered with 25.
Ah! She has that in change at the bottom of her purse.
That's a fortune to me. It means I can get a place by the water. You and me, Get some privacy.
The last little conflict in retrospect was Charlotte's friend Georgina's attempt to break him up because she wanted to be with Charlotte.
You shouldn't be here, Declan.
Why?
Told her everything. How you freaked out and shoved me to the street when I said you weren't good enough for her.
You're completely psychotic.
Look at his hand. Look, Charlotte.
God,
I told you.
Yet Charlotte did not believe her lies for long, and of course to make the loss sting she was reconciled with Declan just before his death. Because he had not that much screen time, it is hard to find defining episodes and moments for Declan. His testimony was definitely strong cause. It showed us all the conflicts of this character.
Before that moment, did you see anyone else anywhere on the beach? Was there someone else on that beach that night?
No.
Charlotte's desperate phone call before her suicide attempt and his harsh reaction in the finale was also strong.
Declan? My God, something terrible has happened. Declan, please pick up. Please. Declan!
Don't you ever call me again. We are done. Do you understand me?
I also liked his funnier scenes with Victoria Grayson.
Yeah, you wouldn't want your food to get cold, Mrs. Grayson. I'm sure you slaved in the kitchen all day.
You're funny.
Like the Grayson dinner he attended as Charlotte's new boyfriend.
Whoa, Mrs. Grayson, what are you doing here?
What's your number?
Or her attempt to bribe him. His first scene with Charlotte was definitely the best of season 1.
Gonna need to see IDs.
We left our IDs at the beach, but we have plenty of money.
Sorry, I'm not interested in your money. Uh-oh, it worked. You smiled.
Are you always in a good mood?
Yeah, when I see you.
Momzilla.
Sorry to interrupt, but she has a fitting right now.
Oh, yeah, okay, that's cool. Because, me too. You know, it's a big day of fittings.
In season 2, there is only their stunt with the Ryan brothers and Jack's attempt to protect his brother from going to prison standing out.
Declan Porter, you're under arrest.
No, wait, stop! It's mine!
Jack.
All of it.
Jack!
The boat's in my name. My brother had no idea there were drugs sitting on it.
Anything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law. You have the right to an attorney.
His confrontation with Georgina, the lesbian friend of Charlotte, who wanted to break him up, is one of the better moments from his last season. Yet I hated that Jack did not get to say a proper goodbye.
Where's Deck?
Charlotte got her last kiss in this very stereotyped scene.
He asked me to record this for you.
Jack got only this very short farewell video from Nolan.
I love you so much, Jack.
Could they not come up with a proper scene in which Jack and Declan could share some last words? I mean, Jack could never say goodbye to any of his loved ones who did.
Amanda? Emily?
She's gone.
His father died when he had a fight with Declan and he had to find him after it was already too late. Fauxmanda died in Emily's arms. So he did not have the chance to say goodbye.
You've taken everything from me! Even this moment, this goodbye.
And now he missed Declan's operation and comes into hospital when he is already dead. So like I said, they did not handle this character and his exit from the show well.